Alright.
Just pretend the camera's not here.
Okay. I'm going to pretend the camera's not here. And you know what? That's right, because I did talk to you once and the camera wasn't there, right? Okay. So, I'm going to attempt to articulate and explain ex-realism as an art theory and a philosophy before it's introduced as a show, so you understand where it comes from itself and the background, the history of its what? Fuck Christ! School again. Okay, so yeah, so right, shit. I hated fucking cameras and stuff. Okay. Alright, so I'm here to try to explain what ex-realism is. Ex-realism, the art theory and the philosophy and the concept, how it's used creatively and how it's used socially, and dare say some people will try to use it politically. Or that would be the irony, that would be the Breton approach. I am somewhat ashamed, or not ashamed, I am confused about any kind of isms or trying to claim any kind of movement before it's taken place. But that is what it's how it was created. It was almost a theory created as a movement before there was any movement. It was conceptualizing something that hadn't happened, and it was a practice in believing to make something extraordinary happen. So putting all that together, if you have ex-wives, I have existentialism in my head, I have surrealism in my brain, not the paintings, the literary movement, and I have the ideas of communism if it worked, and any kind of social and political movement if they actually worked, and any religion if they actually worked, but none of them fucking work. So the only thing I could actually think of to make work was to separate myself and anyone involved with me from any type of thing like that, and still call it something close to it. I couldn't be a nihilist, and I don't think anarchy or being an anarchist is even feasible. It's fucking ridiculous. This is the world that we live in right now. This is the world I live in. If I go up to the mountain, then that's the world I'm living in, and I won't be having this conversation. But I am here, and I'm right here with you, dealing with the same shit that everyone deals with. But the only difference is that we now, and anyone that understands this, can move forward by separating yourself from the confines of your oppressive reality and own up to what you truly want to be. Divorcing yourself from this reality, an ex-realist is really a platform to give yourself your own reality without making it a fantasy, without making it an escape. You can run within and through and out and under and over and always be present here, but with the complexity of life and our minds. I'm here, but I am also where I was 25 years ago. Right now I am there in my head, and time is a continuous thing. Everything that I've been, everything that I've seen, everything I have touched, I feel right now. And if I don't follow the rules of what is going on and basically taught to us about just being in the moment, I can say the moment is every part of our existence. And we can take that all the way through the civilized history of humanity. So we're exploring the human condition by separating ourselves from it, at the same time being within it. And it's a freedom. It's not supposed to be negative, but we are full of anger and rage and angst, and we would be, if a different time in a different place, I would be holding a gun and in a revolution and fighting for my freedom, or fighting for the right to have something go the way it should go. And it just has never happened in my lifetime. I have never seen anything happen in this reality that has been genuine outside of my personal world, my private world. Anything I see that is a mass social happening has been a piece of shit. What I've seen, a protest of the Gulf War, was a piece of shit. It wasn't real. I don't want to participate in that. I don't want to be that. The fact that right now in 2015, what we're going through, that nothing is important. There's a war going on, and we don't care. And there is billions of dollars of entertainment in front of you, and it's just a few things maybe are just entertaining enough to watch before you go to bed. But we are still here trying to communicate to each other. So I'm doing it now too, and we're doing it now. We're just trying to connect, and the most enjoyable and most fulfilling way is by creating something, building something. And the more absurd the structure, the funner it is to build. The more beautiful and ornate the structure, if you can accomplish that, then the more profound you feel,